What's up, traders? I'm in the new pad, getting set up in the new office. Still waiting on like a rug and stuff to help with the audio. But let's jump into a little scalping series, a daily review of what happened, and just an overall. Let's catch up on the market because it's been a while and a lot has happened. So let's just get straight into it. So we are down. Let's see, about 16% off the highs right now. Yeah, 17.2%, and at its low we're down basically 22%. So that would classify it as a bear market if we can continue down further than 20%. So, I mean, look at this. This is basically what took us from, February of last year to this. Yeah. So what took us a whole entire year to build up to was erased in basically 1 month. So that's a pretty major move. And this is all based off of tariffs. And just 30-second understanding of tariffs is if we want to charge more money for imported goods, that's going to cost US companies more money to make their product. So that is why it is a net negative on the market and not a positive. Because Trump talks about it as a positive and that this is going to make America great again and everything. However, he doesn't always talk about the effect it has on the US companies that are already working hard in our country. So that's what led to the sharp decline. We sold off, let's see exactly how much we sold off on Friday. Yeah, just about 6%, almost had limit there. So basically, I want to look over some levels Pax shared because Pax he is a fantastic trader who I, have been watching and, basically watching his tweets because it's very important. So he actually called out the levels to a T today. He said upside was 5280 and downside was 4850 as a zone. 4850 was a zone. So he basically nailed the levels to a T. It's proprietary levels. I wish I knew what they were or how, well, you can find them on Twitter, but I wish I knew how he got his levels. That would be, if anyone knows, please send me a DM. But to the downside, PAX levels are 46.95. So that's the level here. It's maybe something from the gap, this retest, I am not sure. And then a further downside level is this 44.80 to 60 level. So where I see ES kind of being the last line in the sand is right here. This level, we'll just extend this to the right. This level right here was, and this we're on the daily chart. So this was consistently tested in 24, or in 23 actually, and rejected off of, and then stayed there, and then boom. Once we went above it, we just skyrocketed above it. So this is a very major, this 45, 46 area is definitely a key level to the downside if we make it that far. However, today, let's get to today because today is very interesting. There was talks of some pausing of the tariffs, and the pausing of the tariffs was absolutely bullish. Let me just close this window because the gardener's right here. So with the tariff being paused, that's a positive for us. We rallied an insane 3%. We rallied 5.7% on news of no tariffs. That is, holy crap, that's crazy. And then we found out it was fake news potentially, and not potentially. It is now confirmed it is fake news. And then we sold off right back to where we started, like literally right back to where we started in all of 20 minutes. So market was really, really crazy today. I've personally been thinking about a few things a lot, and one of that is, do I actually have edge in these markets right now? And I don't know. I think the answer might be no. I don't do well with high volatility. So this is a time for me to really step back and reevaluate, should I be trading? But the actionable takeaway is read the VWAP. The VWAP tells all. It is look at this. VWAP tells all. We're bullish today. You're looking for longs. Under, you're short. Under, you're short. You can make money short until it gets above the VWAP. So consistently read the VWAP. And then the tip is, this is the 15-minute chart on electronic trading hours. This is the regular trading hours 1-minute chart. Actually, I won't delete those, but even on the 1-minute, VWAP isn't held super precisely, but it is on the 15-minute chart. So always zoom out, because the 1-minute chart doesn't always show the whole picture. Now, to get into tomorrow, I don't know what's going to happen, but if this 48 level can hold down here, I think we could be more bullish, especially if we can continue to close above previous day VWAP. So, I'm going to be staying very defensive this week, playing it cautious and not rushing into anything, planning the trade and trading the plan. That's how we do it.